Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. So you see the title up here of this video. It says, Woman accused of drugging man, stealing his $18,000 Rolex after night out in Brickell. So Brickell is a section in Florida, I believe Miami, Florida, where, you have a lot of men there with money. So you had this woman who pretty much, you know, finessed this man out of his watch that was over $18,000 or whatever. See, what we've been telling, you know, you men out there, especially Jake, you know, Jake is he tends to think that the more money he has, the more material, you know, possessions he have, the shinier he is. This is what's going to get him a woman. Well, it'll get you a woman, but it's not going to be a woman of any value. It's going to be a woman like this, a woman that's going to pretend, a woman that's going to get whatever she can out of you and do whatever she has to do to you to get what she needs and get what she wants. Jake has it in his mind that money is going to make a woman love him, which that's the furthest thing from the truth, right? Too many men in this country, they lead with their wallets because they listen to what these whores, these harlots, they have to say. You know, what these women say, you got to spend this on me and you got to be able to take me here and you got to be able to fly me out and all that bullshit. And men listen to that. And if a man's wallet is big enough, he's going to show that, man. And women, being that you ate up what she fed you, she's going to go that extra mile, man. She's going to want to get married. She's going to want to have a kid just so she can trap you and take your resources, man. Right? The scriptures tell you to never give, give your I forgot how to go. I ain't reading in a while, but pretty much don't give your strength over the women. That's what it says. Right? The scriptures tell you that. I'll try to find it real quick. This is Proverbs 31:3. It says, "Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings." Because you had Solomon, David, they just to be for two examples, they did things that were wicked for women. Solomon building temples for all these women, and for their other gods and things of that sort. And David, having his right hand man go to war to get him, put to death, for to be with his woman or whatever. That was wicked. So fast forward this time, men do a lot of stupid and retarded things for women, man. Right? Because what? The scriptures also tell you that money is the root of all evil. So if you show money from the beginning, that's going to bring evil your way, man. people are gonna do whatever they gotta do to get your money. Right? That's what they're gonna do. Right? So let's get it. This is let's get another one. And we're gonna play this. I'm always rambling, but through the spirit. This is Book of First Ezra, chapter 4. First Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 26. It says, yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, meaning out of their minds. And a lot of men are bugged out, man, to lean toward these women and whatever they want, man. Right? It says, yeah, many there be that have ran out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. They become servants, man. Right? They give them whatever they want. They serve them. The woman don't serve them. They serve the woman. Right? They cater to the woman's needs, which that's backwards, man. It says, many also have perished, have erred, meaning been in error. And this man, he was in error, man. He let a woman drug him, steal his watch, sweet talk him, probably let him rub on her, promised him some box, and he took it, and he lost out. So he was in the error, man. It says, many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. Yeah, many have died. Many brothers have died for women, man. In the form of a fucking woman, man. Right? And committed sin. Did things that is not of the Heavenly Father for women. Choose their women over this truth. So men have been in error over women for a long time, man. For a long time, man. And it's time brothers and men in general, stand up with their fucking balls, man. Pause. Stand strong, man. And see, us, the men of the Lord, man, we ain't putting up with this shit, man. We don't put women on no damn pedestal. It's about us, man. The scriptures say, he that getteth a wife getteth a possession, man. The scriptures also say that the husband shall rule over his woman, man. We're not talking about no slave labor and, pretty much you got to stay in the house and not do anything. No, we're not talking about that, man. But the man's word, that lays down the law. The law of the Heavenly Father, and the woman is to follow that. If not, you get our ass up out of here. So let's play this. Yahweh Shem Shah willing, they'll let be edified. Shalom.
Alert, a night out in Brickell ends with an arrest.
Police say a woman seduced a man at a bar called Sugar, but what she allegedly did after was more sour than sweet. Local 10's Roy Ramos live now outside the jail where that suspect is being held. Roy.
Calvin and Nicole, unfortunately, this is not the first time that we reported on this type of crime. It happens so often in Miami-Dade County that police actually have a name for it. They call it a bad date case because that's how this all starts. It starts with a date, but that date takes a turn for the worse when one of the people involved is drugged and then robbed.
Hope you're well. Ms. Warner's next.
23-year-old Rachel Warner in bond court Thursday after being arrested by City of Miami police for allegedly drugging, then robbing a man of his $18,000 Rolex.
I believe that a couple of things. Number one, that the defendant is a danger to our community.
Investigators said it all happened at the Sugar Rooftop Bar at 788 Brickell Plaza in early April. Detectives say Warner is seen on surveillance video first speaking to a man at the bar.
And this is the damn demon, man. See, men, we are visual creatures, but see, the scriptures put that in check, man. Because the scriptures tell you that, let's get it. This is Proverbs 31 and verse 30. It says favor. Salakia. Still getting over this cold. This is Proverbs 31 and 30. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. Right? Right? Beauty is vain. You know, not saying that you don't want a beautiful woman, but don't get with a woman just for that, man. Right? It says, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised, man. A woman in order. That's what you need to look for. Right? These women that look, you know, pretty in the eyes of men, a lot of these women be fucking demons. They be demons, man. They be complete demons. You know? Let's get another one. Because the scriptures break it down. This is Sirach. Let me see if this is what I want. Yeah. Sirach chapter 9 and verse 8. It says, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman. Right? So the Lord said, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, man. Some women you see and you might be like, man, but you can't get stuck up in that, man. Right? It says, and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. Because, you know, you'll have a woman that's pretty, but like I said, she'll be a demon, man. She'll put you to death. You know? Smile, blink her eyes, and, you know, give you that sweet talk. Probably even give you some, and then after that, you in the spirit world, man. And she take everything you got. It says, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire, man. Right? So, you know, you can't get, you know, crazy over, you know, a woman's beauty. You know, because the Lord said that beauty is going to pretty much perish, man. It's going to perish. This is Sirach chapter 25, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure, man, because, you know, over there in Miami, you know, you got a lot of women that look like something, and men, they are mesmerized by a lot of the way, by the way a lot of these women look, man. And they go head over heels for them. Right? Head over heels. And they, you know, lay down with them, and they may catch a fucking disease or, you know, something even worse that they can't get rid of, you know, or they'll wind up drugged and get robbed, you know. So you got to be smarter, man. You got to be smarter. Let's continue.
Then walking back to his hotel room.
While they're in the room,
Use wisdom, actually. Use wisdom.
she
Let me rewind this song.
On surveillance video, first speaking to a man at the bar, then walking back to his hotel room.
while they're in the room, she serves him a drink. Now in this drink, they put some drug. He falls asleep. Next thing you know, hours later, he wakes up and his Rolex is gone.
Crazy, man. That's kind of scary.
Brickell residents we spoke with shocked to hear of the brazen crime, but police say it's not the first time they've heard of it.
Now, this is not something new. This is something that we've been seeing all time and time again here in Miami.
Detectives say video from the hotel shows Warner taking off from the hotel room at 3 a.m, appearing to be in a hurry. While she was able to get away just this morning, officers spot her on the prowl again.
Went to a certain place. They were watching out. They located her, identified her, while she's talking to a 61-year-old man, probably trying to do the same thing.
As she was taken into custody, it's what she was found with that the undercover detective who arrested her said shows this was likely not the first time she's done this.
And these kinds of cases, we call them bad day cases here in Miami.
Inside her purse, they found 2 eye drop bottles, which contained this liquid, which is not eye drops.
An investigator still in the process of testing just what exactly that liquid is. As for Warner, she does remain here at TGK being held with no bond. You know, when we spoke with police today, they urge people out there that are out and about in this nightlife scene at restaurants and bars to always keep a close eye on your drink. For now, here in West Miami-Dade, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Great.
And there it is, man. Let's put our ass up there again. This is Judith chapter 11 and verse 21. It says, there is not such a woman from one end of the earth to the other, both for beauty of face and wisdom of words, man. Right? Because you're not going to get a righteous woman, right? You'll get a righteous woman that, you know, I'm talking about a righteous woman that follows the Heavenly Father to the T, you know, to the you know, not to the max, but knows how to follow the Heavenly Father and be super beautiful, man. Because what these women that are you know, that look like something that IG models and all that, they all of the world. They don't have no wisdom, right? In the kingdom, we gonna get it. But here, no, man. That's not gonna happen. Let's get one more. We're gonna shut it down. So, you brothers, man, you gotta be mindful. Well, us in this truth, the brothers in this walk, we know, man. We know what's up. You know, we ain't even trying to give these damn harlots no time, man, because we know what they're about. It's all about money with these women here in America, man. All they want is your money. They don't give a shit about you, man. They're not here to support you. They're here to take from you. That's it. The sooner you simp niggas get it, the better off you'll be. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26. It says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, whose mind is snares and nets, right? She only looking on how to trap you. It says, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her, right? So, hey, you out there in the world, you're going to get a woman of the world, and you're going to find out the hard way, right? You're going to find out the hard way, man. It's not going to be good. Trust me, it's not going to be good, man. Right? This is Proverbs 7, and I'm going to close out with this, because this is how these women are, man. When they you know, that nightlife and on the street and this and that. This is Proverbs 7 and 7. It says, and I beheld among the simple ones, this discern among the youth, a young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house, right? In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night, and behold, there met him a woman with an attire of a harlot and subtle of heart, man, meaning of a crafty, you know, slick, you know, talk, man. Slick type mind. And that's what this woman is. It says she is loud and stubborn. Her feet abideth not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth and wait at every corner, man. So these women are out here. These women are out here looking to devour men. Take from them, steal from them, even put them to death, put them in the spirit world. It says, so she caught him. She caught that dude at the bar or whatever. It said, and kissed him, and with an impudent face, said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. So she scoped the whole place out. She seen the dude. He was probably shining. She came up to him. She gave that peace offering, like, how you doing? You know, let's hook up. You know, let me get to know you, this and that. Right? It says, I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry and with carved works and fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with love. For the good man is not at home. He is gone a long journey. So this was basically an adulterer, man. Right? He had taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. Let's go back to your hotel room. You know, I want to make you, you know, I want to please you. Right? Men hear that. They look like something. And that's what it is. It says, he goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter. And that's what this dude did, man. Right? He followed this woman in ignorance. He had no wisdom. Right? He believed that she liked him. Right? It says, he goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stock. Right? It says, till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasten to a snare, and knowing not that it is for his life. So like I said, it been men that have been put to death, man. I seen a video a couple of months back where these two Eves, they unalived this Jake in a hotel room in Vegas. Right? Robbed him and put him to death. It says, hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths. Right? You know, because this is twofold. This is going into these doctrines that are false, and an actual woman, man. Right? It says, let not thy heart decline to her ways, go not astray in her path, for she have cast down many wounded, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death, man. So stay away from these women, man. I don't care how they look, how they body are, how their body is. Stay away from them, man, because they're no good, man. A lot of these women, they look a certain way on the outside, but they rotten as hell on the inside, man. And the Lord said what? He that feareth him and pleaseth him shall escape from her. The rest of you niggas, you simp niggas, you niggas of the world, you're going to be taken by women like this, man. So I'm going to leave it there. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, willing to elect with other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. To the next lesson. Shalom.